Do they feel what it's like to be lonely too? I'd like to catch one someday. Hold it in my hand, hide it away. Then we can be together that day. I wonder if anyone is looking too. Do they know we're alone together? Do they know they're in good company? Could I glimpse into the world they see? Could they glimpse into mine? When the velvet darkness overwhelms me, I'm soon distracted by the gleaming moon. Gazing out my window to see the stars. Do they feel what it's like to be lonely too? I'd like to catch one someday. Hold it in my hand, hide it away. Then we can be together that day. I wonder if anyone is looking too. Do they know we're alone together? Do they know they're in good company? Could I glimpse into the world they see? Could they glimpse into mine?
Hi there, Sevalia. Up. You have a wrench. I think because I made you a mod? And I don't know. I don't know what makes a wrench happen. They are still currently not in the chat, so I am in just chatting for now. No, Calvin. I think Calvin is. Maybe not. I don't know how YouTube works. I thought I added Calvin as a mod, but I might be wrong. I mean, if I can figure out how to, because I figured it out once and then I never figured it out again on how to add mods. I think YouTube chat is weird. That's the main thing I've learned. Oh, what? I like guessing what. Wait. Oh, add moderator. Okay. Australia is now a moderator for my channel. And Calvin was a moderator, yes. Nope. Okay, you just lost mod status by spreading blasphemous lies. Yep, double mod. abuse of power. I made you a mod, and the first thing you did was lie. No, I will remake you a mod. Apparently, I have to do it from, like, the actual chat, though. I can't do it from Streamlabs. Streamlabs doesn't let me. Hi, Angel. We're currently waiting for everyone to come in. Currently, I'm the only one in, so that's fun. You'll be in and out of chat? Okay. I mean, that's fair. Hopefully stream holds up, and we don't get a lot of drop frames tonight. Guys should be here Thursday. My hope is that replacing, like, the modem and router will fix the worst of this. And me getting a desk and having everything wired a bit better and a new Ethernet card will help as well. No, lies. So many lies. Oh, okay. That's fair. Yeah, you need to do your schoolworks. Go do your schoolworks, Aurelia. Then you can have your cookie. Now I want a cookie. I did vote. And I didn't get a sticker because I ran out of stickers. Made me sad. I like getting the vote sticker because then I put it on random things and annoy my mom. No, that is not a cookie. That would be lying. It's like usually they give you a sticker that said I voted. And so I would put it on like random things like mom's laundry basket or like an apple. Just you throw it on something random and she just finds it at some point. Do you also put it on random things to annoy family members? Oh god. I like how Streamlabs is like, oh yeah, there's a chat box. I'll update 3,000 messages at a time. Because I just like broke my neck with how fast it traveled. I'm so adult. Nobody loves me in the D&Ds. I hope I got the time right. Because, like, daylight savings time happened, and I was really afraid it was going to screw with stuff, and I was like, what time do we do it? And then they told me, and I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, no, 40 minutes from 8 to 9. Okay. Let me in the D&D? But I think if I go here, you should see it. Like, currently I'm the only one in there. I feel very alone. I'll roll to make a new friend. Two, I don't make any new friends. I'm alone forever. Oh god. Uh, mods. Mods. Uh, there we go. Yeah, I get a lot of those. Someone showed up! There's another person in here! Oh, that made my eye go weird. I can't turn that far. I'm not really supposed to try that far, but I was trying to make the character try that far. Oh no, it begins. 3,000 should work now, by the way. Exclamation point 3,000, and that should ask a question. Or I hope it does. Oh, did it still not work? No. Why? Uh... Oh. I think I see why. Okay, try now. I had it trying to read from a Twitch message, which clearly would not work. Yay! It worked! It worked! Do I know any self-defense moves or martial arts? I did take karate in, in high school. I think we might be alive. But I took karate in high school, and, I got up to a blue belt. And then the next belt up, I did the test. And even though I beat my opponent and did well in the test, they only gave me like 4 stripes, and I got frustrated and quit. But I think we exist, so I'm gonna unmute now. I'm not alone forever anymore.
No, I've been here. I just, my internet's been being wonky.
Lies, you were not in here when I rolled because I was alone forever.
Oh, in Roll20? No,
Yeah.
I was updating maps and stuff.
I was alone forever in here, and I rolled for a new friend and failed. No new friend.
No, I was, watching my friends and updating the maps in here, like as one would finish updating, because Roll20 you have to do it one at a time as DM. So there's a bunch of them that needed updating, so I was in the map part of it.
Slightly below average luck. But
9. I rolled IRL dice. I rolled 2 d20s 5 times, like 30 minutes ago. And I rolled 3 nat 20s and 1 nat 1 out of 10 rolls. So
you wasted all of your luck, and now it's going to be all nat ones. Got it.
well, I'm due 2 more nat 1s, and then it's up to who knows.
Yeah, my chat says that means all your luck is gone. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
Also, I got my 3,000 questions working on YouTube. So, did any of you take any self-defense or martial arts classes?
Yes.
There was a self-defense class in high school that I took that was really bad and didn't actually teach us anything. But if that counts, yes.
Yes, I think that would count. Where can you find the best view in your city? Well, if I have to answer truthfully, probably the top of the water tower, but you should not go there. That is not a safe place to be. And I'm not speaking from experience. No, I have never been on the water tower.
I think the best view around here is just hop on the highway and start driving and you'll get the best view you can.
The leaving view.
Well, I live in a suburb next to Chicago, so the best view you can get is to hop on the expressway and drive towards Chicago and
Oh,
see
that
the
would make sense.
skyline.
Yeah. And the Great Lake.
Hmm.
In my area, it depends on what you're trying to view. If you want to see hot bodies in skimpy outfits, go to the beach. If you want to see nature, go up to the forest. If you want to see the whole shebang, literally, there's helicopter rentals everywhere. Just get on one of them.
Makes sense.
The best view in my town is literally my backyard. Because from my backyard, you can see the smallest mountain range in the entirety of the world.
What nobody's told him is that it's actually just anthills.
No, it's officially recognized as the smallest mountain range in the world.
Oh, that's fun. I mean, I was just being silly.
No, yeah, I make jokes at it all the time. It's called the Sutter Buttes, so I call it the Sutter Butts.
Oh, Time Dungeon is live.
Yeah. Gravity, can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, and we can hear you. Good. I wasn't sure because you had Roll20 open and sometimes iffy. So yeah, those that weren't here listening and stuff, Gravity is without internet right now. She's on her phone doing this. My
Oh.
internet's been wonky, so
So this is gonna be a fun session.
Yep.
maybe a short session.
I've had great internet today.
And I had such a good title too.
And I got my camera working for the Cyberpunk one shot, and it's worked since. So great
Nice.
on my end too.
It's working?
Wow, imagine
Oh,
that.
do you not see it?
No.
Oh no. Now I debate whether it's worth refreshing or not. I can
I
see
see it.
fine.
Yeah, yours is working for me.
Okay. So that
I'm
actually
refreshing myself.
okay.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
So the only one I can't see is gravity, but I think that makes sense.
yes.
I think so. Yeah.
So has everyone had a good weekend and week?
I'm alive.
Been okay.
That's an answer, right?
I've had a toothache, so that's a good time.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I've had one for several months now. It won't go away. So has anyone been doing anything new this past week?
I started a job. That
How you
is-
liking it?
I did it last year. I hate it, but the money's good. But I hate it.
I started playing GTA Online RP.
Oh,
How you
And I'm
liking
not
that?
streaming any of it yet. It's fun.
I hate when I hear
The
myself
town
good
I'm in,
time.
there's a bunch of great folks. I just shared a link a while ago to y'all. One of the people I was watching, she's one of my friends in there. There's several others that I know. I am not playing a criminal, nor am I playing a cop.
You're just a guy?
I am a southerner who has recently purchased and has about to open, once the government approves it, a bait and tackle outdoor shop. Named it's named Masturbate Outdoors.
Now, from what I remember, like, you did have to actually like commit crimes to start it, because I see remember Kevin trying to do that, and the tutorial makes you do crimes before you can do a lot of the stuff.
Well, that's okay. So the tutorial in that is but if you are on a private server like I am, You don't have to do crimes or anything, but you do have to find ways to make money and stuff. And it's everything from trucking jobs to driving a taxi to mining, lumberyard work, working for other players, all sorts of stuff. I was a box truck delivery driver for a while. I got pulled over by the cops because I jumped another car doing 120 in the box truck. And he pulls me over and he goes, "You know how fast you're going?" I was like, "No." He goes, "You were doing 120. I went, "Woohoo, new record." He goes, "What?" I should take your license right now. I was like, "I'm sorry, I had to be there in 30 minutes or less." And he's like, "You know what? Just go." He didn't want none of my shit.
It'll be there in 30 minutes or less. Not a pizza delivery person.
Well, he took my van, but that's it. Luckily, it wasn't mine, it was my boss's, so I didn't give a shit. But yes, since everyone's here, we left off. I know we missed last week because of all sorts of things, but we left off with you guys creeping through the sewers. A couple of you fell in the sewers. I think only one of you has not.
Yeah.
Valen didn't fall in.
But you guys are walking around, and a couple of you have seen some orcs, and they have
Oh,
seen
my
you.
music seems loud. There we go. Better.
You guys are somewhat separated, not completely, but somewhat. And I believe we were just about to roll initiative.
That is correct.
Yeah, I believe Galen and N had rolled pretty good stealth checks,
But
but
they have
were
lights.
fully lit.
Yeah, but they have a beacon.
Yeah.
And we rolled bad stealth checks.
Mm-hmm.
And are in the dark.
At least you guys can see in the dark.
True.
Tyne, if I could, real quick, ask you a question about this potion of stinking cloud that I have.
Yep. One sec. I gotta find my notes for it.
I was just, do I need to drink it or do I need to throw it? Because that would be interesting if it was a drink.
Well, we know how you would create it if it was a drink.
Alright, and you get that from Drizback's Discount
But I did.
Potions.
Ooh, I'm pretty fast. And I forgot to have my token clicked.
I'll fix it.
Thank you.
Natural 1 on the initiative.
Rough.
Got that out of the way, though, for the night.
Oh yeah.
That's how that works.
Yes, you do have to drink it.
Really?
Yes.
The implications of that are unsettling.
Or hilarious.
Both.
I'm gonna stick with unsettling.
I don't know if Galen would think I would know what to do with it, honestly.
He told you it was a potion, and potions are to be drunk.
That's fair, yes. Still.
It's in a
Was he
flask
told the
for
names of
drinking.
it? He was told the names of them. But he at least has an idea of what they do.
I did clean myself a lot. That is like my main character trait right now. Cleaning myself. Also, that's going to be the joke
Okay.
on my turn. They don't hear me saying this, by the way. I'm muted. I'm going to prestidigitate myself on my turn
Looks like N would be
and
going
make
first.
myself clean again.
Lovely. I love going first with no vision.
No, yeah. We got some light.
We got some light, yeah. I'm trying
Yeah,
to
you
remember,
have all the vision right now.
I think. Are we just lit up by Galen's light spell?
Never. I'll never forget the voices in my
I
head.
think Galen's light spell, and I think you also have a torch out, if I'm not mistaken.
I had been using a torch earlier, but I think towards the end of the session I started using my bow. So
Yeah.
I
I
don't
thought you
remember
relit
that.
it before you came through the hole to get here. Or you picked it back up, something like that.
I definitely picked it back up because I had dropped it at one point.
But you didn't say you extinguished it, so it's still lit.
Oh no,
Okay.
I think he did. I think you specifically said you would keep it dark, well, because you had the lit sword to follow.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay. So torch is away and I've got the bow then.
Yep.
Cool.
So you can see 60 feet from Galen. Hopefully I got it marked set up right.
Oh, Balin is struggling.
I think, what is it? Is it 60?
Oh
I'm
no.
sorry, not 60. It's like
I think
30
it's
feet,
40.
40.
2020. for
Yeah,
the
so-
Yeah.
dark.
I can just barely see into the 40th.
Yep.
Okay. So N will move his 30 feet, and then draw the bow back and
They do.
hold an
They do.
action to fire at the first orc he sees.
Alright. So Randy, your turn, and you know there's orcs around the corner because they were hollered out to you.
I do. But I feel dirty. So I'm going to prestidigitate myself and call that my turn.
Are you gonna move at all or anything?
No, I'm actually pretty good. I feel like this is a pretty safe spot at the moment.
Alright.
I must be clean.
The orc's turn.
I mean, clearly I'm stealthy. Stealthy like the
believe-
fox.
I believe I have seen an orc.
Yep, you will get your turn and then he'll get his.
I believe you see an orc very, very close.
And you will miss. And he's got multi-attack with his claws.
Does the Serenity
You
say?
see this orc with these massive,
Ew, ew,
long,
ew, ew, ew.
long fingernail-like claws.
Oh, we lost the Raven.
And he's just gonna ravagely slash at you.
Oh, God.
So,
All but
20
the
plus
11
11
will hit.
alright. $11 damage.
Ow.
This one jumps to there. And that'd be full movement there. Actually, he's got an attack he can do. Because he sees someone lit up. Does that hit Galen at 12? Alright. Valen.
Hold on, where?
I'll quickly look up where my range is. But how is everyone tonight?
There.
So far, no frame drops, which is good.
I want to move.
I'll move it. You just try to move it forward.
Yeah.
It's 20 feet there. You want me to keep moving it?
Yeah, we'll go the full 30 feet.
There you go.
So... Can I actually see the one around the corner? Because I can
No.
sort of see a line of his token. Okay.
No.
Then we'll just throw a.
Let's see
I'll
how far
have my
something is.
Talon Dagger in my main hand, and then my offhand dagger I will throw at one straight across by N.
Okay. That will not hit.
Yep.
Alright, anything else?
That'll be it.
Galen?
Think I am going to drop my
Looking
sword
forward to
on the
chaotic
floor
whispers.
again, and pull out my bow, and
It's how evil of my character.
probably gonna shoot at that one.
A 19 will hit.
Nice.
And that will be everything.
Alright. And back to you.
Well, all right. This guy's just jumped right up in my face. So I think N is going to.
Those the nails and playing Age of Empires.
Yeah, N is going to
Aw.
drop his bow.
Oh, who else you watching play
And,
D&D? Oh, unless you
Took
need
some
one of
hits last turn, so he's
these.
not feeling very happy about this.
That makes sense.
And he's gonna growl a little bit. And how healthy does the guy in front of him look? I know he took a hit or two.
The guy in front of you?
Yeah.
He looks fairly healthy. I mean, he's not perfect, but he's fairly healthy.
Okay. In that case, N is going to rage, and so he's actually going to hold on to the bow. He's not going to drop it yet. He's going to rage and go for the fangs, and then he's going to attempt to bite this orc.
Biting an orc in the fangs sounds hard.
Alright. You chip a tooth.
Oof. It'll grow back. There's one of the two nat ones on mode.
Anything else for you?
No, N's gonna stay there.
Alright, Serenity. We're back around to you.
I'm guessing N looks very allied at the moment.
So.
So, let me make sure I have the distance. Yeah. I will cast Healing Word at N. So, I will cast it at... Hold on. Get 6 healing. and basically I just like blow a kiss your direction, and a little heart, pink heart hits you, and you feel better.
Yeah, and we'll take that. Sorry.
Anything else for you?
Nope, that's it. I feel pretty good.
Alright. The orc's turn again. This one's
I have meat shields in front of me now.
going to step up. Because it's seen the dagger fly by his face. He's gonna move over.
Well, that was almost the best roll I could do.
Axe. And
Ooh.
swinging it at Valen.
Okay.
24 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
7 slashing.
7.
The other one. By Ed. Is going to... He is going to shoot something at Galen.
Oh no.
Does an 18 hit?
Which orc is shooting?
This is, well, he's not physically shooting, he's casting a spell.
Oh,
That's guiding bolt at Galen. You're muted.
Isn't anything within within 5 feet of like an enemy at disadvantaged, or is it? I thought it was all ranged attacks.
No, it's not. So spells, it doesn't matter. I don't think. Let me double check. Because I think if it's like a spell, being it's not a. I forget how it's worded. Let me double check.
From what I remember, this is 4th edition and 3rd edition. Like casting a spell in someone's face, unless it's a close burst or whatever, then it would provoke an opportunity attack.
yeah, that's definitely another question.
Okay.
I mean, I would take the opportunity attack, but I don't think this edition has that. I think there's a specific feat, Mage Slayer lets you do that.
Mage Slayer, I think, lets you use a spell on an opportunity attack instead of just
That's
That's Warcaster.
yes, that's Warcaster.
Warcaster.
Mage Slayer, when a creature within 5 feet of you casts a spell, you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against that
Okay,
creature.
so you're right. I don't know why I was thinking older edition, but yeah, you're right. It does have disadvantage, so a 9 it would miss you. All right, Valen, your turn.
And for future reference, Tyne, my beast weapons count as simple melee weapons.
Okay. So I only have the one dagger at the moment, so I'll just take my Talon dagger and try to get him.
That will definitely hit.
Okay. It's being weird on what it'll let me click on. There we go. So 7 points of damage.
Yep. Anything else for you?
That'll be it.
All right, Galen, your turn.
I'm gonna shoot at the one attacking Valen. Because N has it covered.
That will hit.
I didn't know I was unmuted. Oops. At least nothing important.
Seriously wounding this orc. He's on his last leg, but he's still standing. Anything else for you, Galen?
Oh, barely have no. Oh, there we go. We had to give someone devastating news. What was it about? God, I don't know.
And your turn.
I have definitely had to announce a lot of dead animals.
All right.
And I don't know what one would be worse there.
That will miss. Anything else?
It's an action to stow a weapon.
Well, it's an action to put one up and pull out another. But just dropping it isn't an action. It's like a free action.
But putting the bow away would take a full action.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's it then.
All right. Serenity, your turn.
Okay. N still looks the most hurt, right? Because I know Maiden did some damage.
Yep.
So I will send another healing word at N. As soon as I get back over there. Aha. Five more healing. And I will move a little closer.
Using Valen as a shield.
Maybe. I don't want to go in the sewer again. And that'll be me.
The orc's turn. So the one that's next to Valen realizes if he tries to run, he's gonna die. So he's gonna attack one last time, just to try to fight, stay alive, and kill whoever's in front of him. So it is going to be not the +1, but the 15 points of damage to Valen.
Ow.
Got dangerously close to accomplishing his goal.
Yeah.
Ow. It is no longer the most owie.
No, he is not.
Now the one in front of N with its 4 claw attacks. He's going to attack N.
Uh, 16 and 18 hit.
13 points of damage.
So I'm raging, so those are halves. So it's
Okay, so it'd be
5 first and 1 a second.
yeah. Alright, and you know my rule about halving, where you round down for the first time, then round up the next, round down, then round up, make it easier. So if it's an even number, it's just even. But if it's an odd number, like right now, you'd round down. Next turn, if you got hit again, you'd round up.
Okay.
Just to make it easier. Valen, it's gonna be your turn.
I did not like that. I'm going to tap him in the face.
Boop his snoot. Give him the death boop.
And miss.
Oh. No, the
Anything
death
else for
poop.
you?
I will use my, what is it called? Skirmisher or whatever, and do my bonus action to disengage
Okay.
and go back behind
Serenity.
Serenity. Bye.
You want to move just directly behind her or further away?
We'll go back like another 5 feet.
Okay. That's your action, bonus action, and movement. So it's gonna be Galen's turn.
Right now I'm trying to figure out if there's like an action point system. 'Cause I don't currently see it on this character sheet. So I think I'm gonna have to ask about that.
If you're talking, we can't hear you.
No, I'm just thinking. Trying to figure out which one I want to shoot at.
One that just swiped Valen really hard.
Dude,
You know he's on his last leg.
he is.
The other one.
Ends look better, but he still looks fine.
Same can be said for this orc in front of N.
We're gonna try and make sure that Valen doesn't die. Maybe not.
That misses. Your arrow hits the wall in front of the orc and just shatters.
Well, in that
Oh,
case.
it looks like you accidentally chose the wrong weapon. It's a rapier.
Oh, did I? It's the same.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
assume 2 on the die isn't gonna do it.
No, I was just pointing it out, I think.
Yeah.
In case the
I
bonus was
noticed.
different.
Yeah, I clicked on the wrong one. They're the same bonus, so.
Yeah. That's why I didn't say anything, but yeah. Anything else for you?
No, not really.
Alright.
Clearly, so.
N, your turn.
All right, I think. Bites have really not been
All
working
that
out.
bubble that bothers you in the world, fill a pretty big bubble and slowly let them float away in your mind.
N is
Leaving you
going to
You're doing this in the middle of combat.
try to make it work.
I have to focus on the bad thing in front of me that wants to hurt my facey
I
bits.
closed it. Yeah, one more bite. See what we can do.
That'll hit.
Okay.
What Prof 2 means.
So 10 piercing.
Yep.
And that hit felt good, so N will hold the bow again. And he'll stay where he is.
Okay. Serenity, your turn.
Question, does 5th edition have like action points to take an extra action?
No. So you have your action and a bonus action. But at certain levels, you gain like a second attack and stuff like that. If someone gives you haste, you have an extra action. And there's other spells that people could give you that would give you an extra action.
Okay. So, I try to think of what would have the best chance of actually doing damage here. I'm going to.
I think you have. Let's see here.
I have a rapier. I can
Yeah,
try
I
to
know.
stab him, or I can try to mock him. I'm trying to figure out which one I think will work better.
Well, because you can also heal and then do an action. Because your healing word's a bonus action. The only problem is if you do healing word as your bonus action, you can't cast a spell as your action. You can only cast a cantrip or an action, or like an attack.
Well,
Yeah,
I wanted
but you
to.
could do a cantrip.
I was wanting to do. Well, because Vicious Mockery is a cantrip.
Okay.
But it takes one action, and I was thinking about Cure Wounds as an action. That was kind of my 1-2 punch was the idea, but I can't do both. I
Well,
guess.
that's why I was saying you can do healing word as your bonus action,
Yeah,
and then the other one. So
Cure Wounds would heal more if I could get it off, but then I
Yeah,
can't
that's the
attack.
trade.
Um,
Bonus action and the range, but it doesn't.
mhm.
Work.
So instead, I think I'm going to try to just viciously mock this orc in a non-fatal way.
you want to do non-fatal damage to him.
Correct.
Okay.
And clearly, your father was a troll. If he makes a 13 wisdom save.
We're gonna see. He did not. So he curls up in a ball and just starts bawling his eyes out. My mother tried. She did so much. Why you gotta be so mean?
And then just passes out.
Yep.
And that will be my turn. Because I can't do another spell. So.
Well, you can still use the because vicious mockery is a cantrip, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So you can do a spell of healing word.
Okay. Then I will do that.
Yeah, because that's what I was trying to tell you before. Is healing word is a bonus action, so it's sort of you could still heal someone and do damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just the action spell has to be a cantrip.
Well, that's 5 healing.
Who are you gonna heal?
Valen.
All
Because
right.
Valen is barely standing. Because I think she's at like 2 hit points.
All right. So it's the orc's turn. The one's passed out in a puddle of his tears because of the mean things that was said to him.
I'm very angry.
The other orc is furious with N even more now and is going to attack him again 4 times.
God.
3 hits.
Ow.
21 damage. Halved, it would be 11 this time.
Fine.
Ow.
Actually, even rounding up with it, because the way half works, I think it's actually less than. I think it's 10. Because it'd be 5, 3, and 3. Oh no, that's 11. Sorry.
Alright, Valen, your turn.
Nope, I was wrong.
One of us is incapacitated?
Yes, he's unconscious.
Okay. I'll move up to the corner there.
So dangerous on like 7 hit points.
Alright, then we go all the way up to there.
I'm gonna be angry. I should be distracted and giggling. Oh my. Why are you trying to make Pimple bite?
Anything else for you?
Just hold my action if anything
Comes around.
melee.
Okay. Galen, your turn.
I like how delayed this chat is.
I will then shoot at the one in front of him.
That will hit.
Let's go.
Alright. Anything else? Alright, End's turn.
All right. Well, that bite worked last round. Can I ask how the orc is looking this time?
Pretty beat up now.
Okay. Okay. En's gonna shift over to reckless with this bite.
That will hit.
Let's try again. There we go. A 7 piercing.
The orc is extremely bloody and battered. But
Are you
even...
not adding your rage bonus?
I am not.
Go ahead and add it.
So that is 9. Because that is 2 additional damage. Thank you, Tim. I completely forgot about that.
I didn't know about that.
This orc is extremely pissed off and battered and bloodied, but is still raging, wanting to kill you. So, it is going to swing at you, and it does have advantage now, right?
Mm-hmm. Did not need it. Whoa! It's getting a full round of attacks here?
Yeah.
Is
It's
this
still alive.
Is this a reaction?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's only getting the first one as a reaction.
Okay.
Okay,
Still a
just-
crit. But I did heal 2 hit points off of hitting him, so we'll see if that helps.
So 9.
Oof.
Lucky you rolled low.
Yeah, I would have still been up, but I will take the 2
Yeah.
extra HP anyway.
Yeah. It's a special thing this orc has. Yeah. He gets 1 attack whenever he drops below a certain number of hit points. So it's Serenity's turn.
I will attempt to viciously mock that orc. Like, you call that an attack? Gosh. Oh no, I lost my thing. Okay. Up, nope, he saved. Up.
I can do it better.
Unfortunate. I will move up to this orc and get ready. Because I want to like tie him up before he gets back up.
Alright.
But I'm sorry, Ed. You might die now. I tried. I'm gonna blame all the distracting thoughts in my head.
Well, as long as he deals at least 3 damage on the first one, I fear for who that crit is going to go for.
Oh, it's going
Yep,
for
yep.
N.
So N goes down off the first hit.
Alright. And then he's actually move to there.
So it only does the first attack?
Well, maybe.
Yes.
Who knows how Serenity swings?
Tyne out here sparing and
Not
I
in
didn't
a
say it
kill
was.
mood.
I didn't say that. Valen and Serenity, give me perception checks.
Uh, Perception. Yeah. 19.
Alright, well, Valen really doesn't hear it. She hears echoes throughout the sewer, but Serenity, you hear footsteps charging down the wall, coming, like, not really directly behind you, but on the opposite side of the wall, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Like the one that's to my left. If I'm
Yeah,
looking towards Valen.
Yeah. Well, it's so, like, this wall that you're standing beside here,
Yeah.
it's on the other side of that, but behind you.
Okay. Guys, I think I hear reinforcements coming from that way. Not point.
Alright. Are you gonna do, do you want to do anything, Valen? With that information?
Oh, I'm sorry, Severia.
Feet forward and see if there's anything new I can see.
You have to move 5 feet to do that. Is that alright?
Yeah.
Move here, and you're a human, right? Or do you have
No,
dark vision?
half elf. I have dark vision.
Right, so you have dark vision.
Okay, so it doesn't look much change.
Why isn't that changing for you?
I think. Oh no, Severia. Gonna get all the whispers before bedtime. Well, from what I understand, Severia has to like comment on the student stuff. Who is digit?
Because it reverted
Weird.
with the update.
Why does this feel like a lie? I mean,
so you can see how
the other whispers in my head
like,
are
now that you're
doing
around the corner, you
weird
can
things.
definitely hear something from over on this side of this little gated wall. Is running up towards it, but you don't know where.
Just be ready.
Alright, Galen.
Let's see what 3,000 question. I'm so glad I got this working in YouTube too. When do you usually have to improvise? Stream? Always?
12 will hit this guy.
Nothing ever goes correctly.
No,
I didn't think
I have to
so.
improvise with stream.
anything else for you?
Can I pick up my sword?
Yeah.
The floor. Alright.
You wouldn't be able to put your bow away yet, but
No.
Feel
Can I put it
soft
away as
to
a part
try
of
if I
that
do.
action?
no. An action is putting away and drawing another weapon, or actually firing the weapon. But you can do it like as a bonus action, put away a weapon, or pull out a weapon.
Well, I have a bonus action.
Yeah, okay, so as a bonus action, you can put it away.
Okay, and then just reach down and grab my sword with an object interaction.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Death save in. Hey, you save. Serenity. You gonna use your action to tie this orc up?
Yes.
Alright.
And
You do
then,
have rope on you and stuff, so.
yeah. Does that require any kind of check, or does it just work?
It just works when they're unconscious.
Okay. And then, as a bonus action, I will blow a kill set in to help him stand back up. That'll be my last heal.
Alright.
I was worried you were already out.
Nope. I had one more. Is there a way to use a higher spell slot for a lower spell?
Yes.
Okay, then I actually have a couple more. But
Using casting a spell at a higher level. So say it's a first level spell, but you cast it at second or third level. It actually gives it a bonus too.
oh, okay. So if I could go on and do that, cast it at like a second level spell. Okay.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
It should add extra dice to it or something like that, depending on the spell.
It did apparently.
Yep. So
5
for
healing.
9 points. Nope, it'd be 9. It's both.
Oh,
Yeah, it's 5 from the regular, and then it adds that 4 from the higher cast.
oh, okay. Well, you gain 9 hit points and are
Absolutely
conscious.
that.
And that's my turn.
Okay. The claw thing's turn.
And it runs up and murders it again.
Nope. It is actually going to guiding bolt Galen. This is a 15 hit Galen. You're muted.
It does, because he does not have his shield out. But he will raise his sword to try and block it, casting shield.
Okay. So casting the as a reaction, right? All right. So with that up, it does it still hit or no?
No, my armor class is 20 now.
Okay.
Nice. That seems handy. Well, at least I think about the like I knew I could use higher spell slots as for lower spells in older editions, but I didn't know about this. I'm glad you all enjoyed the whispers, though. I feel like it does add something for my character. Also, no drop frames.
Valen's turn.
I'll yell back at the group. Hold on. Is the gate open or shut? Or
No,
like
it's like a full wall grate. It's closed. Like nothing can get through it.
I can see at least one, but they're on the other side of the gate.
There's a
What gate?
Well, I guess not really a gate. There's a barred wall at the end.
You can also see now from here that the way to get back grouped up, you would have to continue down this walkway or turn around.
Is it bad I
quite a
heard
bit.
bard wall? Like BARD wall? I just said that in chat too.
Yeah, it's a wall that sings and dances, Randy.
Exactly. My brain was like, wait, what?
It's just 4 bards standing in a row.
Anything else for you, Val?
I don't think there are any ladies in sight.
Hey, Ed, can you pick up that dagger I threw?
These are weird thoughts. I would think I find myself noticing small
Yeah, while you're
accessories
on
of
the ground,
ladies.
pick it up.
Hopefully
And
you didn't
looks
land
around.
on it.
Sees his bow, sees the dagger laying there. Kind of rolls over on his side and grabs them both. Stands up. Unless we're still in initiative.
Yeah, it's still initiative.
Okay, then he doesn't do that yet.
We've got the one on the north on the other side of the
Yep.
water. We've got some on the other side of the grate. There is a bridge farther on down here if you want to try to meet up at the bridge to the north.
I wish I could see any of this.
That'll be it.
Alright, Galen, your turn.
Oh, but I like being barefoot. Well, I don't like it right now, but... Muted again.
I'll run over to N, just kneel down next to him. You doing all right?
Been better.
Alright. And I do currently have just sword in hand.
Cast magic missile.
So
Magic
I think
missile never misses.
for the moment, there's not a whole lot that I can do without switching back to my bow. So I'll just kind of be here.
Moral support
Alright.
for
Just
N.
kind of standing over N.
Moral support for N.
Yeah.
And that it?
Maybe you should have moved to the other side where the enemy is.
So I'll push N into the water.
Okay.
No,
Ah!
And then N was never seen again.
the end.
I can just see the sweet Serenity being nice this whole time, blowing kisses and stuff. The moment you push N into the water, son of a bitch! All that healing for nothing. Damn it!
Well, he's dead. I'm not going in there.
So you just moving to the other side. Got it. I just didn't know if you wanted to try to shoot this guy or not. Being he's still attacking, he's just
I would have to
moving
get
away.
my bow back out.
Okay.
So it'd just be a whole thing.
Okay. So N, your turn.
All right. So just let me know how much of this I can do with my action economy. I want to pick up the bow and pick up the dagger and,
Yeah,
and
that-
try to stow them
Yep, that'd be one action.
for both.
Well, because you're just picking up her dagger off the ground, you'll be able to stow one weapon, but not the other.
Okay. I'll slide her dagger in a belt and just
Alright.
hold my bow then.
And now you can use your bonus action to put it away, if you wish.
Galen's taking the front now. It seems. I'll keep the bow out.
All right, Serenity, your turn.
Should N stand up?
Well, yeah, it's gonna be half his movement to stand up.
Yeah. He kind of flopped over and reached out for the dagger, and then picked them both up. Kind of put it in his belt as he hoisted himself up.
I didn't think N was actually like. I figured he would stand up. That was like natural thinking there, but I didn't think he'd move forward because he said Galen's taking the lead, and Galen's 5 feet in front of him. So yeah, I think he's moving.
I'll move here. Is the orc that I can now see the one that's been hurting in?
Yep.
I see you running like a coward. Vicious Mock. Oh, he saved. I'm not very...
Okay. I was making sure it was a touch spell.
I'm very glad.
Nice to know.
Anything else for you?
No.
I think Ennis felt the sting of that spell before.
He has. So it's gonna be the orc's turn.
Oh god. That seemed like a bad spell. I should give out one of my bardic
Sorry, I'm moving
inspirations.
stuff you guys can't see.
I'm sure that's going to be pleasant.
I'm sure any roll 20 DM relate.
I think any DM would relate.
Sure that misses. Valen, what's your AC?
14.
Okay, yeah, that misses. Alright, so it is Valen's turn.
I'm going to do that pink. It's kind of my character's defining color. And my magic.
Move forward. We'll start with 25 feet.
There's 25.
I will throw again my offhand dagger at him.
That definitely hits.
We didn't have to...
So as he's been moving away and just like turning and shooting and then moving some more, his back is to you as you throw this dagger, and your dagger flies up and nails him right at the base of the skull, causing him to tumble ass over apple cart into the swamp, or not into the swamp, into the sewage, and getting swept away.
These are weird thoughts. Remember, I'm just thinking the things you say. They don't actually, like, command me or anything.
For you, it's flowing to your right. For Serenity, it's flow, and Galen and it's flowing like upwards. If that makes sense. It's the whirlpool's up this way.
Okay.
So it all goes up here.
Yep.
Question. Was the dagger embedded in his head or did it fall?
Yes, it was embedded in his head/neck.
Okay.
That dagger is gone.
Unless you want to fish for it.
What bait do you use to catch a dagger?
Soapy water. A target.
A coin purse.
Is that it for you, Valen?
Think so. What is the uh guy on the other side of the wall doing? Is he running away?
Yep. You don't know to where because it's so dark in here. It's hard to see around the walls, and you don't know what tunnels lead where.
Yeah, that'll be it.
Galen, your turn.
Nope, apparently we're still in initiative. I think weird things, apparently.
Is there a wall right? Is that a wall right there?
I thought I was muted.
Yes.
You find these thoughts even more convincing.
It's
Because they are your own. Like, what?
Just like a thin wall.
What the? Like, what?
But you can see, and there's a chance that you could do like a running jump.
Like, just
land
imagine
on
you're
the
just like
bridge or
whispering
here.
these in her ear.
It's about 10
It's
foot.
very
Yeah.
weird. Only it's in her, like, her inner voice.
Yeah, try that, or you just
Um.
now they're. Well, you can't see it. Never mind. I keep forgetting you have no dark vision.
So what I'm thinking instead then is if there is a wall right there, instead of moving to right there, from here, moving to there, um, that would give me the 10 feet that I need to jump my strength score, which is 14.
Okay.
So gives the wind up 5, 10, and then I should just be able to jump across if I'm remembering correctly.
Are you jumping to here, or are you jumping over to the bridge?
There.
Okay. Is that it for you?
And then an evil jar hits you in the face.
I think I'm going to action dash and keep on going.
Okay.
So there.
All right. So with your sword out, you should be able to see 40 feet.
Yeah.
Ah, he's just out of your sight. Okay.
So is that like a tall gate blocking our
Yep.
path? Okay.
From floor to ceiling, even goes down into the water.
Okay.
All right. So Ed, it'll be your turn.
So N sees Galen do that and is going to do the same thing.
So, are you in
Gonna-
darkness now?
Well,
N is yes.
cinematically, I imagine N would be following Galen.
Yeah. Because in turn orders, they all happen at the same time.
So he runs here with his movement and will dash, jump across, and he will end right.
All right. So bonus action, anything?
Um, no, I think he's done there.
Alright, Serenity, your turn.
Oh god. Are there more of them? Wait for an answer.
There's one ahead this way,
Okay. Then I
but
guess
can't come through.
because we have a prisoner now. I don't see anything. So I'm gonna stop there.
Okay. So, all of a sudden, you guys hear a massive splash as something has fallen into the water.
Did my orc wake up and fall in the water?
And you hear,
Sounds like it.
Valen. Yo, this was in front of you guys, not behind you guys.
Oh, okay.
So, Valen, your turn.
Okay. Go move ahead and meet up with Galen.
You can make it to there. Unless you dash to him. But why dash an extra 10 feet? Or just for 10 feet? Anything else?
Nope.
Galen, your turn.
From just looking at it, there isn't a way for us to get through this other than like busting it down.
From here, yes.
Okay.
But there might have been a way back where you came from.
My camera works. That was weird.
Right to the north or
Oh, my battery is getting low. That's fine.
what is that, east?
Let me plug in
Back
my
to the east.
battery. Oh god, that makes me do jiggles. Why does battery equal jiggles? God, I'm muted.
So everyone is converging on Galen, and we have to turn around. So
I
the
could just-
only logical step is to just start barreling back towards N.
Yeah. I hate how much my character jiggles. Like the
30
boing.
feet would put you right here.
Yep. So
And the bad thing is it's turned down as low as
had
it go. And my character still just like boings all
10
over the
feet
place.
of movement prior to there. I will jump back. And I will dash once again.
Alright.
6.
So, you still have your sword out, right?
Yes.
So here, you can see that the path also goes to the north. But you also see directly across from where you're standing is a ladder going up with a hatch at the top of it. That you can see like streams of light through that hatch. Not much, but just a couple where it has almost like drainage.
I do when I have my boobs on.
And then to your south, you see this massive pipe that's collecting stuff from the town and stuff, and it's just dumping it into the sewer here.
Not the sewer. Bum bum bum. I'm gonna go back and watch The Prisoner. I don't want anything bad happening.
You're muted.
I think I'll stop there.
All right. N, your turn.
Well, N was following Galen, and he had just begun to make out Valen on the other side of him, and then Galen swung around and ran past him.
Again.
So he's gonna assume there's nowhere to go that way. But he is aware that there's a thin wall on either side of this bridge, keeping us from the bridge.
No, you can land
So-
the bridge.
Mhm.
You just
Yeah,
can't
You did.
like go to the bridge through the wall. Like you have to
No.
jump to land on it, essentially.
Yeah. I think
Oh.
I need to move
Make out with the wall?
5 feet
No.
this way to get the distance for the jump. So
Yep.
we'll move 5, 10, 15. Jump across. And N is within light. 25 feet, so he's in dim light. N is going to attempt to check this wall for any way to like open up a door or anything.
There are no doors, but this seems to
No.
be a very thin stone wall.
You're not dumb.
Almost like
Keep trying to make my part dumb.
I would say, essentially, it's essentially like
No doors.
thin scaffolding boards with stone in between
One
them.
does not simply walk into more doors.
But there's no doors or anything.
Yeah. Doesn't really have any bludgeons. So I think he is just going to dash to keep up with Gale.
All right. Serenity, your turn.
I'm gonna watch the prisoner, guys, because you all are far away.
There's a prisoner?
Yeah, the guy I tied up. And I would go back and pull my rapier out and kind of guard over the prisoner.
Thought you killed him.
No, he's passed out.
Now, I need to check something. Because I so rarely have players do non-killing blows.
Non-lethal.
I think you come up from incapacitated for after like 1d4 hours.
Yeah, that is the rule for coming up from stable.
Yeah, that's what I was just checking. I couldn't remember if it was 1d4 or just straight 8 hours. But yeah, it's 1d4. I'll roll that here in a minute. So you just go and sit with him, Digit?
Well, I don't know. I probably don't know how long an orc would stay unconscious for. I will, like, I'm standing there with a rapier in case he wakes up.
Alright. So as you're standing there, you will notice north of you at the whirlpool. I think you can see that.
I can. Yeah.
You can see an orc just come swooshing into the whirlpool, just swimming around. And you can't make out anything he's saying. He just sucks down.
I think we lost an orc.
Good.
But not the prisoner.
With that, though, I want... what's everyone's passive perception? I know Serenity is high.
Mine is a 14.
Wait, mine's considered high? I have a 12.
Oh, okay. I thought yours was a little bit... I thought yours was higher than that.
Nope.
I may have
Mine's
swapped yours and Galen's. Because Galen, you'll notice that after that orc starts blubbering or stops blubbering, all you hear is the wire rushing now. You don't hear any more footsteps. You don't hear any gibberish through the tunnels. There's no more talking,
Yep,
no
Bob.
nothing other than you guys.
And the bottle show up there. I hate that that doesn't go away.
I think we might have lost him, and I think
Let's go with 3,000 to get it off the screen.
that'd be quiet.
Good.
Could
And
I
we'll
tutor
drop
anyone
down and
in
lean
a
against the
subject?
wall.
Probably. I definitely could like hypnosis
What was
and
that, Craig?
stuff. And I like to think I do pretty well teaching people about games and
Let's just look
transgender
around just to be
things.
safe. Let's clear the area.
Yeah, for sure. Just need a minute.
So, Valen, are you going to rush towards N and Galen jumping, or are you going to go towards Serenity?
Can we go north, or are the walls blocking?
That wall's blocking you there.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was just blocking the bridges or just the entire path.
Because the only place you can go north anymore is up where Galen's at. And then there's a gate here blocking you.
Yeah.
So, what you want to go back towards Serenity or towards N?
Yeah, sure.
It does. I don't know what causes that. It's really weird. But the chat does show up there. It just takes a minute.
Alright. Just drag it down there because there's no turn order now.
Sorry.
You guys can move freely. Valen, if you need me to move you, let me know.
Alan, can you help me drag this guy back, like, where we came from into, like, a bigger, safer area? I know a spell that might let us, like, interrogate him.
Sure.
So, with you two working together, even though you're going down narrow pathways and stuff, you find it fairly easy to drag this orc. And you're trying to drag him
Just back to a wider area. So, like, here, maybe?
Yeah. He's not awake yet. It's gonna take a couple more hours to wake him up. But while you guys are dragging him, Galen and N, what are you guys doing?
I think Galen's gonna make his way forward to there. But there is a gate there.
Yes, there is.
Well, take a few steps back. And cross.
N is leaning against the wall there, but once Galen goes around the corner, he kind of lets out a heavy sigh. And then after a moment, when he hears Galen jump across, or that's what it sounds like at least, I think,
Yeah.
then he will pull himself up and follow after Galen.
Alright, so you're gonna get there with Galen.
Bow out.
As you guys search, give me an investigation check. What are you searching for first off?
Yeah, Galen, what are we searching for?
I think Galen is just mostly wanting to try and ensure that it's cleared out.
Alright, give me a survival check then.
Can I give him advantage?
Yeah, you can help him.
I will help you.
So within 18, you realize that after you jump that last bit, foot traffic did not go any more north. It went to the. Oh, I'm sorry. It went north just around this edge, and then most of it went across that bridge that you passed. But only one set of foot tracks came this way. So when you got to here, only one set of foot tracks kept going around. The other one, actually, no, they all would have gone across that bridge. Yeah, so yeah, all of them went across the bridge. Nothing came around that corner.
So there's physical like footprints in the.
Yes, in the muck and yeah.
And they all went off in like this direction.
Yeah, they all crossed that bridge.
Okay. Go. I guess I'll backtrack to the bridge. And follow those a little bit. Does it look
So
like
once you get across the bridge, yeah, all of the footprints went this way with the exception of one, and it went north. And by the way, but with the survival of 18 and you're used to tracking animals and stuff, it seems like all the ones that came and walked down here to the ladder and went up were ahead of the one that went to the north. So almost like he may have gotten lost or may have been the back of the pack.
Oh. Weird.
So what does that mean? You think he's the one that fell in?
Well, if he fell in, then he would have had to been somewhere around here. Because he got. You know, he went quiet, so probably got sucked into that whirlpool. So, I think at least the sewers here in this area are cleared out. You don't have to follow if you don't feel up to it, but I'm gonna give the rest of the place a look over just to be sure.
Yeah. I'll hang back a bit. But
All right.
I got your back.
And I will carefully make my way around.
And we'll follow 15 feet between us.
Just to make sure I don't fall into the nasty water and get sucked into the whirlpool.
Do I think I could safely browse this work? If I needed to.
What's that?
Do I think I could safely browse this work if I needed to?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to yet, because I want to run back. I didn't know if that would be like a heal check or something.
So Galen, you get to there, and you see the tracks that you've been following go to the left across the bridge.
Alright. Follow across the bridge.
And then they go south. And with you being able to see the whirlpool behind you now, well, no, you can't. Never mind. You've done walk too far.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I know it's behind me.
Yeah, we passed by it.
Yeah, so when you went to pass by it, you know that's the whirlpool that orc fell in. Or got sucked into, I should say.
Alright, well, I'll just check around this corner. I feel like it's relatively safe to assume that's where it loops around to where that gate was.
Yep.
Right in. Well, I think it's pretty well cleared out for the time being, at least. So probably make our way back to Val and make sure she's doing all right. See if Serenity has tossed her in the water yet.
Sounds like a plan.
You should know I would go near that water.
Yeah, but Valen hasn't gone into the drink yet, so.
It's true.
No. Yeah.
So you guys make your way back around stuff. It'll probably take you a good half an hour to search everything and come back. Were you wanting to revive this guy?
Okay, I will. Like, I'm gonna motion where the spell is going to reach, which is this line I've made. So I can make a zone of, like, where they have to tell the truth.
Yep.
So I'm going to do that and wake this guy, and we can ask him some questions, or at least, like, mime questions at him, I guess.
Fallon steps out of the square.
So I will cast it from the middle here, and then try to rouse him.
Okay, so you're gonna that pink square on the map, or peach colored square.
And if you just to have it available,
Yeah.
put the zone of truth on. Oh, bam.
Zony of Truth. So to wake him, I'm sure you you can either A, wait, or you can heal him with a spell.
If I have to heal him with a spell, I'll do that.
Okay. Because I don't think any of you guys have the feat for healer's kit to revitalize things one hit point.
No.
No, I didn't know that was a thing, but it didn't let me choose any feat. So.
Yeah. You can't until you level up some more. But not half humans.
Humans can.
Yeah. Brain not working.
Variant human.
Variant human. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay.
Whereas one of my old DMs used to say, the inbred humans. The impure humans. That's what it was. Something like that.
I'll do a healing word then. Boop.
Alright, so you're going to heal him for 5. He comes to... Huh?
Do you speak common?
Ew.
How many of you are there? How many were with you?
Me.
Before, when you were fighting us, how many?
Me.
Do I think he's... Because it tells me if he succeeded the check.
Oh, he didn't succeed any check.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, there were at least 3 of you. Now hold up the number 3. 3 fingers.
1. And he holds up one finger after he pointed to himself.
Do you guys know any questions we should ask him?
Are Galen and I back for this, or we're still checking around while this is happening?
You're back.
Oh no, I waited till everyone was back.
Oh, okay.
That's why I did this.
He points, the orc sort of points behind you to where he was at.
Mm-hmm.
Look out. 1.
You were the lookout. Okay.
1 lookout. And he like motions around the corner and does this number, signaling that there was one lookout deeper in. Many. Acting like he's marching even though he's tied up. And then, up, attack.
And will motion climbing up or down a ladder, and then motion scratching and say 1.
One scratching ladder?
I'll point at him. Ugh.
Or
Ah.
scratching claws?
1.
In here? Yes, 1 claw. Climby, many.
Okay, so we killed the one strong one with the claws. Doesn't
Other
seem like
lookout.
where it was.
Other lookout.
Okay, well, if there are many, we probably don't want to push forward.
Other lookout guard. Keep anyone from following those into keep.
Oh, okay, they went into the... Okay. So I think we've cleared out down here then, except for this guy.
That's what it sounds like.
Oh,
Okay.
ask him, make sure. Any more down here?
Not I know. I look out here. I walk dare to dare. He points to the end of the walkway that you guys tied him up on to right next to where he's sitting now.
Okay, that makes sense. I'll move closer to Galen. Be like, can you knock him out again? You're currently muted.
You're muted.
Last night I was having issues with my mic and I changed my Discord to push to talk, and
Oh.
it's screwing me up. That's the issue.
Oh, I get that. That's why I turn it on toggle. I have like control 1 will mute me, so that then you can't hear me.
That might be a decent idea.
And the orc looks at Digit.
I'm whispering to Galen. I hope
1 plus 2. 1 plus 2.
No.
4.
I don't.
No!
I don't have anything blunt to do that with. I just got.
Yeah, we could just shoot him.
Well, I mean, I think you could use any weapon non-lethally, technically.
Alright, well.
Yeah.
Galen will walk up to him and just like holding his rapier and just use the pommel on.
Hold on.
his head.
Should we ask what direction they came from? Or no, we know that. Never mind.
Yeah, we kind of know that.
Yeah, they came in through the storehouse, right?
Yeah.
Just looking for the.
Waiting for a final question.
You sleep. You.
Okay. And he like curls up on the ground and just tries to go to sleep.
Galen will walk over and. So he's all bound up. We can just push him into the water.
Well, I was gonna leave him alive in case, like, the others want to interrogate him too. And they might actually know Orcish.
Why would we want to give them information?
Well, no, our people.
Oh, like our friends.
Yes. You know, the military service we work for.
He seems pretty stupid.
He does, but he might know more.
Yeah. He does think that 1 + 2 is 4.
You see him trying to sleep there, and he opens one eye. I'm not stupid. You stupid human.
He doesn't speak good common, which makes him kind of stupid. He might be a really bright kid in Orc, but not these parts.
Well, that's why I feel like we should tell them we have a prisoner tied up here. And that's why I was gonna get you to knock him back out. That'd be plenty of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might have other questions to ask him, whether he has the answers or not.
If you really want to do that, I mean, we can make our way out of here the way we came in, perhaps. Try and get back to.
Closer that way.
Yeah, based on what he was saying, the keep should be up that ladder, right?
Hey, aren't you supposed to be sleeping?
He rolls over.
I think we can probably just take the ladder.
Didn't you say there was his buddies up there?
Those are the ones that came in the keep and attacked.
Yeah, I think we killed those guys in the keep.
But how old did the tracks seem?
Old. Well, not old, like within the last day.
Okay, so they're significantly older than the guy that fell in.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, if that just leads up into the keep, then I suppose we could give that a try.
Okay,
You killed Grug? He went in keep.
You're supposed to be sleeping.
Zowie.
All right, he's growing on me.
Grug, kill.
You killed Grug.
we did.
You
You don't know that.
Grug good?
Everybody.
Grug bad.
Grug asshole. He pick on.
Okay, well, I'm gonna leave this guy my water skin in case he needs it. Well, and then
Just
I'll-
puts the tip of it in his mouth and it just starts draining it dry.
that's fair. Well, he has it, and I'm gonna start heading where we think the keep is.
So we taking this guy with us, or we?
Well, I figured we would just tell them that he's down here, and let them decide what to do.
Well,
He has water.
take him, or he's not living till see tomorrow. I don't particularly want to leave him here in case his buddies come back or anyone else shows up that is unfavorable.
I would agree.
Well, I mean, we're going to report in. It wouldn't be long. Does somebody want to stay here with him while we...
It could still be long enough. You never know what's going on.
I
Things
can
move
stay and keep
fast.
an eye on him.
You sure you don't want to just bring him with, Valen?
We have to get him up the ladder. We'd probably have to untie him
Fair.
to do that.
I can climb ladder. I mean,
Well, he seems pretty confident.
I imagine that Galen, as he said that, just turns his head slowly.
Well, I mean, if everyone thinks that he can follow, okay. Who wants to bring up the rear behind the orc?
Sir, what is your name? What do they call you?
hi Gorb.
Gorb. Well, Gorb, if you want to see tomorrow, you're going to come with us and you're going to do as we say. Understood?
Question. What if I don't understand what you say? Not now, but later. You tell me do something I don't understand.
We'll motion, and I will just do wild motions to try to help you understand.
We are rather accommodating. So,
Okay.
do you understand
Just-
what accommodating means?
Just don't keep me with those two. Or make them be near me. Only thing. As he points to Valen and Serenity.
Okay. I accept.
God would be pleased with me not to kill them. So keep me away from them so I not forced hand by deity.
Deity. Who?
The orcs. Many generations. It's been passed down to our deity. Says we must kill all else. Kill on sight. Or die trying.
Honor bound to kill all elves.
Yes, and if we get near them, we must. So, for my sake and theirs, while we travel, even in your town, I wish not to be seen by them, because our scouts have eyes to see far and wide. I not wish to be near them.
Okay. Well, Valen and I can take point, and you guys bring him up behind.
Sounds good to me.
And he stands up with his hand still bound, getting sort of drug along as he's walking. You guys make your way through the sewers, and you get over to the ladder. What? So the first person on the ladder would be either Serenity or Valen.
I'll take point because I went out of these sewers as fast as possible.
Give me an investigation check when you get to the ladder.
Okay.
I help.
Yeah, you can help, so that would be with advantage, Serenity.
Okay. So that means I would roll 2 dice? I think it'll auto do that.
Yeah, it should ask you if you roll with advantage. There you go.
Well, I would investigate. I went out of the sewer.
Well, even with a 9, you somewhat succeed. When you get to this part of when you get to the ladder, you go to reach for it and start climbing out, and something just tells you don't touch that. And you look, and the ladder is just covered with dried blood, and even some fresh blood, but not much.
Well, this ladder is gross, but it's the only way to go. Prestidigitate the ladder. It's
Prestidigitate each step as she climbs up. Prestidigitate.
I'm getting out of this ladder.
Takes 5 minutes to climb this ladder.
Unfortunately, doing that, when you get to the top, it gets rid of so much lore. I'm planning on telling you. No! Oh!
Beautiful.
I'm sorry. I ruined everything.
Erase the evidence.
Yeah, just all of it gone.
I don't want to touch the gross. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm trying to find the proper map. There it is.
Serenity, destroyer of lore.
Well, it's not really lore. It was there was history about it that I was going to cover, but you didn't roll high enough for the history portion of it.
I really want out of here. It's gross down here.
So when you get to the top, Serenity, like I said, there's a partial grate there, but right in the center of the grate, or not in the center, sorry, in the four corners of the grate, there's like these round things you can see going up, and they appear to be spikes. And you push the grate up, and it won't go side to side. You actually have to like flip it onto its side. And as you do, you see a bunch of spikes. As in, you guys.
Oh, I wasn't there for this. I would have remembered this room.
Oh.
Yes, you guys are coming in at the bottom of that pit. Now, there's, you guys would be like in this, corner essentially.
Well,
You will have to climb out through other spikes.
watch our step.
And Valen and I have to go first. Valen, you know this place better than I do. Do you know where, like, the others might be?
The other, what are you looking for? Like the other
Commander.
soldiers?
Yeah. Because we have a prisoner we can just drop off.
Not exactly, but we can head back where we came in originally the other day. Might come across them.
So, I want you guys to give me dexterity saving throws.
Yeah, En's having second thoughts on whether we should even.
Well,
try this.
it doesn't look difficult,
Oh,
to be honest. It's just the blood at the base of it where she lifted up, and you guys not only see the spikes there, because like I said, the spikes that she lifted up wasn't the whole bottom of this pit. It was just like the center section of it. Along the outer edge of the bottom is all the orcs that you guys killed in this keep. They were thrown in here. So that's where all the fresh blood's coming from.
What are we gonna do about our orc friend?
Pull them by the rope.
I don't imagine danger sense would come into play with this, would it?
It's anything you can see, right?
It's yeah, you have advantage on dex saves against effects that you can see, such as traps and spells.
Yep, it worked.
Okay.
So the orc can follow you guys with you pulling on him. He will just be rolling with disadvantage.
Okay. I mean, the first that happens is he gets, like...
Should we untie him? At least let him climb out.
No.
He rolled double nat 20s.
Never mind.
He's pulling you guys out of there.
I was gonna say, and like, just, like, starts to fling him up, and he just, like, jumps up.
We've been practicing. We had this plan all out and built mock in our village and practice.
Apparently. Oh,
Your
goodness.
information is surprisingly detailed.
Yeah.
Well, Valen and I should really be talking to him, because we're supposed to be ahead. So...
But yeah, you guys all get out with, except, well, you all get out, but Galen will take, wait. Yeah, I didn't see Serenity's there for a moment.
I got a 20. So.
Galen will take 2 points of damage as he pricks himself on one of the points.
And in
Rusty
3 months
shard
from
of
now, Galen will die of tetanus.
Once he gets to the top, after being out of all of that, he's just feeling a little sick. he got a little more hurt. Just gonna take a quick shot of his cognac, and that shot is going to somehow be imbued with magic, and false life is going to be cast.
I'm gonna clean the wound with it too.
Nah, just take a shot.
But you guys make your way through the keep. You guys know your way through after searching this whole area. You make your way to the front doors. As you open them, it dawns on you guys that you spent more time than you planned in that sewer between searching and walking around. Even though it was full of combat and stuff, several hours have passed. You guys open up the doors, and the first thing you notice is it's dusk. The second thing you notice is the smell of wine and cheap alcohol, followed by meat being cooked on an open fire, smoke in several different spots as different campfires have been lit throughout the entire city. You also hear people
That
celebrating
makes sense. Hilarious.
and chanting.
Like common?
Yeah.
They started the party without us.
Wait, shouldn't like somebody have been in the keep though?
Nope. The keep is empty.
Okay.
This is not where you guys bunk down with your unit. Your unit is where your unit's hub is across town. This is like the main keep of the city.
Right, that's how I assumed there would be at least
Well, it
somebody
was
there.
also, remember when you guys left before, it was partially on fire and it had been hit with a couple catapult blasts. So there is damage to it. So maybe the ruling figures that stayed in here are in temporary shelter while this gets repaired.
No, I don't think we should drag him to the festivities. Should we take him back to the room with all the cells? Lock him up there.
Seems like a good idea.
We can find some keys.
Perhaps Ann and I can go take him there, and you and Serenity can go and try and get a hold of Shira and anyone else in our unit.
That sounds like a plan. And then we can tell them we have a prisoner in the keep.
So you're going to keep the prisoner in the keep and head
In
out.
that like jail room.
Okay. That's good, because otherwise I was going to have you guys roll to try to hide him from people.
Yeah, I'm sure there are a lot of people that would just lop his head off at first sight.
And once Valen and I are out, I'm like, they might just lop his head off when they we tell them about him. But I figured we would give them the chance to have someone to interrogate.
So yeah, as you guys are, who said they were gonna? God dang it! Who said they were gonna go looking for him?
The humans are gonna stick with the orc, lock him up.
Yep, Valen and I are going to find Shira. Or others.
All right. This is gonna be weird.
I ruined everything. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. No, what you did with the presentation was gonna tell you how old like the handprints were and all that in the blood, but you didn't see those handprints
Nope.
along with footprints and everything else.
My throat hurts now. I'm gonna need a long key.
So, Anna and Galen, you guys don't find a key to lock him in one, but there's one that's open, and you stick him in there, and you wrap a chain around to keep him in there while he's tied up. Valen and Serenity. The town is packed with people. A ton of wounded. A ton are just drinking, and they're bandaged up. Some, their whole, like half their face is covered. One guy's whole top of his head's bandaged up, and he's just drinking away and laughing. Several people are missing arms and limbs. Some have makeshift crutches that they're using. All of them look like they've been through hell and back, to be honest with you. Where exactly are you going to look for anyone that you know?
If we're gonna look for Shira, we'll start back at our lodgings.
Alright, so when you get there, you find I can't remember which one you find now.
You're thinking time travel?
You find Toby sitting in the corner with his long, slender pipe sticking out of his mouth, and he's smoking away as you see this gnome with his very tall hat that he likes wearing. His robes, he's smoking away. But he's the only one you see in there.
Where's Ashira?
He looks back at you. As he looks, you can see he's got a gash across his head and his cheek, but it looked like it barely missed his eye. And it's still bleeding a little bit, like it's oozing. Not like running blood, but it's like oozing. Ah, your backs. It looks like you guys fared better than we did. Ashira's probably with the, being she led the command of the army after the orcs as they were trying to retreat. She's probably getting an accommodation right now. We won the war.
We won the whole war?
Ashira herself decapitated the orc leader. But I don't mean it's all over with. I'm sure there's plenty of orc little outposts or soldiers that haven't heard that their leader has died yet. But that army was slain. It's a great, great loss.
Well, we captured a prisoner that might have information. That's why I was looking for Ashira.
Well, she's either at the main commander's area, which I honestly don't know where they've moved it to since the keep is being repaired, or she's visiting the others in the infirmary.
Well, thank you. I guess we'll go look there.
Make sure you party with the rest of them. Time to celebrate. He just turns back around and re-stokes his pipe and continues smoking on it.
Okay, well, I guess as long as Valen agrees, we'll go to like the second place you mentioned that we actually know where it is.
You don't know where the captain's place is, but you do know where the infirmary is.
Well, that's what I mean.
Valen was brought there once.
Okay, I'll be like, how do you know where the infirmary is?
Yeah, it's this way.
Okay, well, if nothing else, the infirmary might know where the commander's quarters are when we get there.
So you guys have to sort of backtrack back across town a little bit and hike even further north. As you do, um, you get close to the infirmary, and there's people rushing around carrying injured on makeshift stretchers or even over their shoulder or whatnot. Uh, you hear doctors in the distance calling out, "Him over here, you move him there," and "I need this, I need that." And you see people running around with wet towels and damp rags and everything. Some people are just literally dying in front of you. Others are extremely wounded, some not so bad. But it seems like there's thousands of people here, all injured in some way, shape, or form, uh, and probably 100 or more. Uh, Now you can't see this 100, but by looking at those that you've walked around over or whatnot that are dead, you can guess there's at least 100 people here in this massive crowd that are dead. There's also a handful of people going around with ale and wine, just trying to ease people's pain with that. Um, but across this whole, essentially, field now that's been flattened what with the catapults that they've cleared the rubble away and just made a extended infirmary across the whole area. You see Ashira standing next to someone's laying down, and she's looking down, and you can see her talking, moving her hands about.
Okay, we'll try to move over there. So we keep reporting.
It's gonna take you a while, and like you're trying to keep an eye on her as you're moving through the crowd, zigzagging, stepping over bodies and stuff. But you do eventually get over there, and she hasn't noticed you as she's talking to Frogsy, who is on the ground. His right leg has been amputated. His left leg is in a makeshift cast. His arm's in a sling. Uh, he's all cut up along his chest and stuff. He's actually the first one to notice you more than she is.
I'm not.
And he looks up and he sees Valen and he
It's
sees
true.
Freddy. Hey, it's beautiful.
Hi, Fogsy. It looks like you are really needed here.
Uh-huh.
Um, I don't think my magical healing will help his wounds, do I?
It won't.
Okay. But it might ease a little pain. So I will use my very last spell slot to cast Cure Light Wounds on Frogsy.
You see the one cut along his cheek just heal closed. Thank you. Not only are you pretty, but you're generous too. And the Shira just sort of nudges him with her foot. Go to sleep. Yes, ma'am. And he just like turns his head to the side, closes his eyes.
Hey, we know someone that does that too.
She looks at you. So you've made it out. What do you have to report?
We figured out how the orcs got in, and I'll explain. And I'll be like, and we also captured a prisoner. We currently holding him in the keep.
As you say, as you say, yeah, we cap, and she can tell exactly what you're gonna say, and she like puts her finger up to your mouth, like don't say it. And she looks around, as all these people are around. She just nods like she understands. All right, let's head over there so we can talk.
Okay. Then I guess we will start to head back to the keep. As we get there.
Ashira herself looks to be in really, fairly good condition. She's battered and bruised, but no deep wounds, no missing limbs or anything.
I would heal her too, but I can't. I'm out.
She leads you guys back to the keep, and down into, or you guys actually lead her.
Well,
into
now I feel
where you guys
guilty.
have,
I sent
prisoner.
Frogsy back out, and he like almost died.
And
Yeah,
once you get in the keep and she closes
I
the
am
door,
suffering from guilt.
don't mention the prisoner out loud in front of the lot out there. They will probably skin him alive if they knew.
That makes sense. Well,
We lost a lot of good men out there, and women.
that's fair. We thought his information might be valuable. We don't really know what he knows, but
Well, he knows more than this. And she reaches in the saddle pouch that's on her side and pulls out the head of this orc. It's, let me just check. I want to say, am I getting the name right this time? Look at notes.
it's true. I do feel a little guilty. I may have gotten Frogsy all maimed up. Like, totally maimed up. Did you mute?
This is Ruth.
Yeah, I think he knows more than a Ruth right now. Yes.
She puts the head back in her bag. She follows you all the way to the orc. We won by killing him. Some of his army ran. We had already lost a lot by the time we killed him, but I wasn't gonna let him get it. He was the first orc to unify all the different tribes and try this whole shebang here. You guys did good. I'm actually surprised to see you all here and all in one piece.
I mean, you know, we had to finish the mission you trusted us with.
Well, I knew it was gonna be tough, but I didn't know how tough.
We're fine. Perfectly fine. I kind of like try to hide Valen's like deep gashes of wounds. The fact that Valen's almost dead, I'm just like moving in front of her, like, yeah, we're perfectly fine.
You see a somberness come to her face. A tear runs down her cheek. We lost Gus and Rugir out there. I knew that this task I set for you guys was going to be challenging. But I felt it had better survivability than going after the army like we did. Out there we needed more numbers, but the few of you would not have made that difference. We also needed to know how they got in here and got into the keep and killed the true commander. The one you met the other day with Quinn and Tefana. That was the stand-in commander, or look-alike. So people will follow his lead when he decides to tell them what happened. I will be the commander of this region. The real commander was killed by those orcs that got in here.
I'm sure you'll do a great job.
Probably not, but that's alright. And She jumps down from the stairs as you guys enter the prison cells. She sees Galen and stand there. Ah, you two survived as well.
Yeah, just barely this time.
Yeah,
I shoot in like the dirtiest look of all time.
And gives Serenity an appreciative nod.
Wait, I'm gonna give me a second to roll. I'm gonna roll intimidate.
On who? On N?
Yes. I told you this is gonna be the dirtiest look of all time. 22.
22.
I would say that intimidates.
I think N is getting conflicting messages.
Just barely. Mm.
It's quite intimidating.
I
But
could
also
just see
life.
she gives him the intimidating look as Ashira walks by to talk to the orc. Serenity gets up next to Ed and just elbows him. Shut the fuck up. We survived.
We did great. We did great.
Yeah.
We're fine.
I mean, she could take one look at N and see how rough he is.
Well, I think Valen going down to 2. Well, I guess you didn't get knocked out. So, yes. Okay.
Yeah, Valen and N ate it that fight.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But
Ashira
not as
walks-
much as Frog. Like, I know I've seen frogs eat. Yeah. Dirty look.
Ashira walks up to the cage. You orc. And he just looks up. You gonna tell me what I want to know? Or the same is gonna happen to you. And she pulls out the head. And this is the first time Ann and Galen see it. And he just looks. So you beat him. Which means orc failed take land and cities. Means human stronger than orc, and he was not true prophet. I tell you what you want to know. Under one, and she just slams the bars. No conditions. Very well.
You should probably leave them alone.
She looks. We know through what we've learned in our sources, he united all the tribes together. We targeted him. Hopefully it'd be like head of a snake. The rest of you guys would fall back to your tribes. Is that what will happen? The orc just nods. Orc chieftains hate each other. He's first to unite. He was seen as prophet. I see.
Well, this was an
What
interesting
about the
first chapter.
prisoners that you took? Why'd you take them? I want honest answers, not just our hypothesis. Some for breeding, some for slave. The slave die if they too weak. If the breeding do not go well, they die. Shira just looks of disgust pours all over her face. Where would they retreat to now? Those that fled the battle earlier. He just shrugs. She slams the bars again. Where will they retreat to? And he said, I don't know. My chieftain was killed last battle. I only followed that man from then on. I lost without. I'm sure many them are. Very well.
This
Do
a
you
very
think there's
intense
a
moment.
chance that orcs can be around any other race? Become peaceful people. He just looks down for a moment. He looks back up. Maybe, but not all orc.
No.
I think he might be able to come around. This one's not too bad.
Not too bad, save for the kill all elves on sight thing.
She opens up the gate. She takes him by the shoulder. We're gonna talk some more as we go for a walk. And you hear her drilling him full of questions, trying to get any information as she can.
What race is Ashira again?
And
So many characters, NPCs, and you guys make friends with so many.
Then don't give us more.
She is an elf. She is
She
Marcus
is
Shadow Elf. Yeah. She
How does
leads
he
him
seem?
out. No, he realizes that he's beat at this point when she pulled out that head.
and she's probably intimidating times 1,000.
Yeah. And he, as they're walking out of the room, Ashira looks back at you guys. Go, drink, be merry tonight, get dressed. I'll have your pay in the morning. And the orc looks at her, looks down at her short sword. Is that the weapon that killed him? She just nods and says yes. He looks. One last request. Let it be the one that kills me. She just nods as she leads him around to that spike pit room that you guys were at. You guys can either follow her or go on about your way.
Well, I know what's going to happen, and I already feel bad. So I'm going to go take a quick rest and then probably go try to help Roxy. Because I feel guilty there too.
If no one's following, then you can go about whatever you want to do.
And kind of stands there for a minute, turning a javelin in his hand, thinking, and then he jogs ahead to catch up to
Catch
Ashira.
up. Okay. You follow her as she gets into the spike pit room. And she's gotten a lot of words out of him. And she looks at him.
I feel bad now. I don't want him to die. I like him.
Realize I'm elf, correct? And you know what I must do. And the orc just nods. As long as you do with that sword, I be fine. And she pulls out the sword. She looks at him. Well, you've honored me with the conversation, so I'll oblige. And she just slices across his throat with the sword as he falls back into the pit. She puts the sword back in her sheath. And she just stands there looking at him.
And somewhere you hear the whisper, meditation.
As soon as he falls back and turns around and leaves, he's not trying to watch the whole tumble.
But the rest of you guys that didn't follow her, Ashir and there, head out and again, you guys see and hear exactly what Valen and Serenity heard earlier with the music. You can smell the meat cooking, everything, and you see injured soldiers everywhere, mercenaries that were injured everywhere. Um, but you see some that are in health. A lot of them seem to be in great spirits, even though they're hurting and stuff, because they know what an accomplishment tonight or today was. Um, as you're looking around, several pieces of the wall have been broken throughout the day, or from the previous battle. Some of the buildings are.
This got
Um,
deep and
Nothing's
rough
been started
fast.
to repair yet. It seems like there's been a lot of food and drink brought out from different storage areas and everything for everyone. Uh, Music's being played by soldiers, so it's not like top tier quality music, but it's loud, it's joyous, everyone's listening to it. Um, and the atmosphere is a weird mix of pain, grieving, but also celebration and happiness and joy and cheering and the whole 9 yards. Um, as you walk around, you're just given mugs of ale as people are walking by, handing them out. If they see an empty hand, they're putting a mug of ale into it. There's several people walking around with plates of food and stuff that they're just dishing out to people, anyone that walks by. It's all sorts of things from baked fish to pies to anything that they have scrounged from this city to cook. They've done that. Um, but you make your way to Frogsy Serenity, and standing over him, well, actually not standing, more like squatting over him, is Rien, which you've met before. He looks a lot different than he did when you met him. He is the changeling inquisitive rogue that you met before.
Oh, okay.
He has his arm in a sling. Um, his right ear is all bandaged up, and he's got like his undershirt is completely off, but he's got like part of a tattered leather jacket on that's open chested, and you can see bandages wrapped around his stomach and chest. And he's sitting there talking to Frogsy. Well, we survived another one, good friend. Frogsy smiles and sits up, and he's talking to him. And remember that time when Gus and Rugir saved Toby from that Goliath fucker that he outdrank and wanted to kick his ass? And I mean, you can tell that these two, along with those others, have been together for a while, and they're sharing the memories that they had of their now two fallen friends.
Well, I won't intrude on that. Um, like I said, like my goal was to take a rest before so that I'd have my spells back.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
I misheard you then. I thought you were going straight to Frogsy to heal him one last time or to check on him.
Well, I don't have any more healing, so I would have to rest a little bit.
Well, you're getting offered alcohol and food the whole way back to the where you guys bunker down at.
But I do want to try to like help the wounded as much as I can. So if I do that,
you can help them. You can help them without healing spells. I mean, you can
Sure.
go there and help carry bandages, stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll do that until I like literally just collapse.
What about N and Galen?
And is stuffing his face, eating as much fine meat as he can.
I have a
Well,
lot of guilt.
you get more. Well, I wouldn't say fine meat. You get plenty of meat.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's anything that they were able to scrounge through the homes and stuff in this village. Um, and it's like a massive freaking potluck. So there's food galore, all different types and everything. Mostly common food, but yeah. Occasionally, the music's getting loud, but it seems like even though it's loud and joyous and stuff, it goes on and on forever throughout the entire night. But as it's going through into the night, more and more people are like passing out on the side of the roads or up against trees or buildings or something. But there's still those partying or stumbling around or whatnot, even into the morning hours. As for you all, I don't know how late you guys plan on staying up. I know Serenity was saying she would help until she passed out, which honestly, as much as you guys have been through, well, Serenity didn't take much damage or much of a beating, so she's probably fine. She just swam a lot.
Well, they're a little Tabata.
Yeah, but and like I said, you guys have been out all day in the sewers, so it was already late or starting to get late when you guys got back after the interrogation and all that. It was even later, but you do help probably until about 2, 3 in the morning, Serenity, and that's when you'd be really about to collapse out on your feet from exhaustion. Um, and probably eating his fill until about that time. Galen, you doing anything in particular?
I think pretty quickly after the interrogation and everything, Galen is not going to drink tonight. He gets a plate of food, finds some water if there is. If not, then
There is.
find some water. He's in a pretty somber mood at the moment, kind of just reflecting on everything, and with like all the festivities going on, the flip flop
What was space?
high stress, high risk situations to just
What am I thinking while
the
helping with the bandages?
the change in mood has kind of hit him, and he's just gonna make his way back to the lodging and just kind of reflect on his late wife and his kids, which he misses greatly, until he just kind of falls asleep eventually. Whether that's in his bed or in like a chair somewhere.
Yeah. So after Galen, after you get back to the hold where you guys have been staying at, you're back maybe 5 minutes. Like you haven't quite passed out yet, but you get in there and you're not really pacing, but you're like sitting there just thinking before going to bed. And you see Ashira come in, and she doesn't even say a word. Give me a perception check. I think your passive's high enough, but I want to just double check with a check. Oh yeah. You see her face is a little puffy. You can tell that she's been crying. As she walks by, you don't sense the smell of any alcohol on her or anything like that. And she doesn't say a word to you. She just walks by and heads right back to where her room is. Where her, not the room where she sleeps, but the room where she does the planning and stuff. And you just hear the door close and lock. And you just hear the click click. And you hear her walk away from the door. And that's actually where we're going to end tonight.
What did Valen do? Probably lost the baby.
Um,
Oh, no, it
hi,
didn't.
bro. I think I'm still here.
Yeah.
I felt the same. Washed up, got some food. Bed.
Oh, cutting out a little bit. Thanks for me.
You cut out.
Well, go ahead and try again.
Yeah. Washed up, got some food. Probably stared quietly out at the town and all the festivities for a bit. And then went to bed.
I wanted to make sure Valen didn't get left out.
So yes, like I said, that's gonna be it for tonight. You guys are now essentially resting, whether it be in the med hall after taking care of people, in a plate full of food from eating too much, or coming back to the base camp and going to sleep in your bunks. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break before we go to favorite moments.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna be here. I'm definitely not gonna go to break, but I'll just hang out.
I
I
told
hope
you,
everyone's enjoying.
Digit, I would get that 1 plus 2 equals 4 into.
God, you did. No, bad, bad you.
I pay attention to your chat.
I'm sorry. My chat is evil.
So's mine half the time, so.
My chat's trying to turn my bard into a bimbo.
Oh no.
I keep getting things like, you should sing while you're down here. You should just forget what you're worried about. No! We're in the middle of combat.
I'll have to, have you seen my, be right back messages for this, campaign in my other D&D?
No, I have not.
I was just thinking if you want it for this campaign to use it in case you have to get up or go AFK or something like that, or if we have to take a break, you're more than welcome to it.
Oh, sure. I could probably put it on, like, its own little be right back screen, because I do currently have a be right back screen. But
It's up to you. If you want to use your own be right back, that's fine. I know someone else I had in a one shot was asking me about it because they didn't have one, or they had one but it wasn't D&D themed. They wanted D&D. So
yeah, mine's not D&D themed. So yeah, if there's nothing else, I'll look at it and maybe I can use parts of it if I decide not to. But it sounds fun.
all right. Well, I'll be right back.
Okay. I feel bad for my orc friend. That was not my friend at all. It wanted to murder me.
Nice.
Yeah.
He very quickly grew on me.
I think N just wanted some closure with that. Didn't need to see him tumble down a spike pit, but
The spike pick there, he just like hopped up.
yeah.
Like, he is well acquainted with that spike pit.
Yeah, that your life flashes before your eyes thing. He definitely saw a lot of him climbing that very spike pit for like hours.
I'm trained climbing that spike pit.
Mm-hmm.
Very spike
Oh,
pit
God.
heavy.
Watch. We didn't shut the trapdoor properly. He fell into it and he's alive.
You were cutting out pretty hard there, but I did catch he fell into it and was alive, which would be a crazy twist.
Still alive. Darn it,
Sitting
he,
at the bottom of it,
Yeah.
impaled, just slowly bleeding out, just like, man, this could have gone better.
he got my
Yeah,
ladder dirty
I think
again.
my internet's cutting out.
Oh, I hope you get
But
your
no,
internet
I was
back.
saying that. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
we'll
he's
see.
probably not living.
I'll have to check and see if they've updated it or not.
Darn it, he got blood all over my clean ladder. I worked hard on that ladder.
Don't worry, the blood will flow pretty soon once
Hmm.
the town's up and running.
Well, I don't know if me sending Froggy back was a blessing or a curse at this point.
So I was like, okay, the girls are going off. They'll do their own thing. This is the perfect time for me to get up and go use the bathroom. So I did that, and I came back, and I put my headphones on, and the first thing I hear is his leg is amputated, his arm is in a sling, and I'm like, what is going on?
Bathroom breaks are not allowed.
Apparently not.
You
I
need
think
a
Tyne
wire.
was just trying to.
You need a wireless headset so you can
Yeah.
listen the whole time you're going to the bathroom.
Man.
Wireless headphones, not headset, please.
Well, you can mute a headset. Like, you can still mute.
You can,
That ruins the
but you
fun.
can also forget.
Well, I didn't expect to go into a sewer, and the whole war I just was introduced to yesterday is over.
I'm pretty sure it's not completely over. Something's gonna happen.
That's
This
fair.
was just like the first wave.
It's just
Yeah.
funny. Like,
There'll be another prophet or something.
okay, we fought some orcs, and then we went into a sewer and fought some orcs. We came up, and the orc war is over. Everyone's celebrating. Half the city is dead.
Tyne did say that this campaign was a mixture between two different orc wars.
Yes, he did.
This was the first of those two, so we could be
Yes.
just going directly into another one.
That's
Or we
fair.
could have like an intermission where our party is not sure what to do. I don't know how Tyne's gonna do it. How he's gonna set it up. If he's gonna give us any downtime before it pops back in, or if oh now he's here, I can't talk about it anymore.
Everyone quiet.
Alright, everyone,
Shh.
Shh. We didn't say anything.
We're completely silent the entire time.
Nothing bad happened.
I can hear.
No.
I can hear.
Oh,
Ooh.
I can hear you guys completely down the hallway. So
Oh. Well, there goes
uh-oh.
that.
Darn it.
There goes the
Foiled.
planes.
I didn't know I could make it out. I could just hear you guys clear down the hallway.
Oh, okay. Ooh. I mean, nothing happened. I like pie.
Oh, I like pie too.
But real quick, how old is Galen?
I've never really. I don't think I've really struck a specific age. I was just like,
Because I know he's at least middle aged.
yeah, he's at least middle aged. I mean, I don't know how old people live in this world like humans do. I don't know if this is more
100.
akin to.
Yeah, about 100.
Okay, well then he's sitting in his middle aged area, so like 45 to 55 area.
I envision him as being like 55 to 60.
No,
He's a little more youthful
Yeah.
than that.
Okay.
he just acts
Yeah, I
older.
think I was thinking about
He maybe he had to grow up sooner, so he's an old soul.
Hmm.
So
I
you
know.
guys knew the moment I got dual 20s, I was gonna have to kill that orc. No,
He was too powerful. I think at dual 20s was when you should have decided to save that orc.
No, him and Ashira both come from like he was an older orc. The reason he acted dumb when Digit was talking to him, Serenity was talking to him asking questions because Serenity's an elf, and he knew that.
It's true.
So usually elves look down on orcs and talk to them stupidly. So he was returning the favor.
I don't know much about orcs, so I was just talking to him normally.
But both of them come from long line of orc elf history, so they knew what had to be done. And for those in any chats that are like, "Oh, that's not how it's supposed to be," that's actually lore, canon, and all that through history. So
And it's Tyne's game.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, if nothing else, it would definitely be true in this campaign.
Yeah.
However, in this campaign, in this world, those are green orcs, not gray orcs. There is a difference. And the green orcs were that way with slaves and breeding and the whole 9 yards.
Green, not red.
But yeah, that's actually based on the stories and lore and everything found in the old Dragon magazines and in first and second edition.
I was gonna say, I don't remember that from third and 3.5 very much, but I did like. I think they tried to make them a little more, like there were less hate packs overall in like three and 3.5. So leave it a little more open.
So, with that being said, is everyone ready for favorite moments?
Yep.
Sure.
Who wishes to go first?
I can go first. Well, I wrote a few things down for Serenity, but I think I'm kind of obligated to give it to you healing so much. It started with me just writing down Serenity heal, quotes, blows kiss. And then the next time it happened, I wrote a ×2. And the next time it happened, I wrote a ×3. And you even upcasted that one to get an up. So I gotta say, thanks for not letting me die. I appreciate it.
I'm actually pretty support focused, but I did use all of my spells. I didn't get to do one of my big heals.
Well, I do appreciate it. I know I didn't necessarily say it during the moment. I didn't want to interrupt what was going on, but it is very helpful when your character is unconscious and making death saves.
Yes.
And next up, I'll go with Galen. I wrote down false life shot. I liked that. I thought that was a clever way to have Galen cast a spell like false life. It's just he's taking a shot and something in the back of his head is adding a spell to that like action, you know.
I'm just gonna link the spell, and I want you to look at the material component.
That's good.
That's why I took the spell.
That's perfect. I already thought it made so much sense, and now it makes even more sense. So that's definitely my favorite moment for Galen. And then Valen, you suggesting that we lock the orc up in a cell, that had not crossed my mind. That was a very good idea. And that kept us from taking the orc out where he would be slaughtered and we would miss all of that that whole scene with Ashira and everything. So that was a very good move. Well done. And Tyne, wow, great session.
This was a really good
but
session.
I've got to give it to Gorb. Just the way you played his character. And that extra little insight you just gave us. I had already decided I was going to say Gorb's character in general, but then you added that extra little bit a couple minutes ago about him and Ashira being from that long line. It adds that extra little bit to it.
It does.
That was a good character.
So
All right, who wants to go next?
I'm gonna suggest a time that Serenity will go back in and take something of Gorb's after the session, like
Well,
secretly.
don't all jump at once.
I'll go. Sorry, I was talking to chat.
Very important.
It is. It is. Well, my favorite end moment was like when it is following Galen and leaps over the Death Water. And then Galen just like immediate 180s and jumps back. It's like what? And it's like what? I guess there's nothing this way. And then my favorite Galen moment was definitely the shot. It had to be the shot. It was just perfect, especially after I was like, and then he dies of tetanus. Well, oh yeah, temporary hit points. Um, my favorite Valen moment was like just our whole interaction going through the city, where I'm lost and Valen's kind of like I'm trying to lead the way but have no idea where I'm going. So I'm always like, Valen, where do we go? Valen, you know how to look around here. You show this place better than I do. And then Tynes. Gorb was a hero, and it is sad you murdered him. And he rolled double nat 20s to like leap a spike pit in a single bound.
With disadvantage.
With
Yes.
disadvantage. The disadvantage was still a crit. He wanted out too. He wanted to live. But that just, yeah, I enjoyed that.
All right, who's next?
I think I can give it a go. So I will start with Tyne. I think so far it's 3 for 3. Mentioning Gorb. He is a fantastic character that I will miss forever. His time here was too short, but it was understandable that he had to go. And so Gorb he'll go on in our hearts. And then for Valen, I thought it was really funny that when you got down to, I think it was 2 hit points, you were like,
Yep.
"Yeah, I'm just gonna hide behind the bard." She has more hit points, so there we go. I thought that was, I thought that was really funny. Definitely the right play. Always hide behind the more hit points having people. And I really enjoyed it, and I think Galen probably really enjoyed it, having N just following him around pretty much everywhere. And that's been rather consistent throughout most of the campaign, it feels.
Oh yeah.
But just especially tonight, where it's like, we're on the same side of the sewers, and then we're going and jumping across the sewer, just tracking down these footprints and just everything with those.
So, can I add one thing to that? Because Digit wasn't here early in the campaign. So, you said that N's been following you like this whole campaign. I beg to differ. In the beginning, he was following Valen everywhere, and he
That
kept
is
getting
true.
injured by dogs biting him, tearing up his leg. He tore up his leg jumping over a wall somewhere, slid down a hill somewhere following Valen and injured his leg. Like, he injured his leg and other stuff like 8 times, and then he started following you and quit getting injured. So I think that's what it clicked in N's head. I don't get injured following him. I'm gonna follow him.
And may or may not have a dependency issue.
Well,
Well,
and they're the sneakiest boys around in bright light.
we are so hidden in our light.
when we
Can't see us.
when we take on like the divine creatures, you guys are it.
I think Galen really likes it because it just reminds him of having his kids around, and so there's that. There's that. And I think I just have to piggyback on the same one for Serenity. I've heard of Healing Word being all kinds of different things, but a little blown kiss. I've never seen that before, so I like seeing new stuff, new ways of flavoring things creatively. So
Well, in
that was pretty cool.
I've told this story before, but in like 3.5, because all you had were like the cure wounds, cure moderate wounds and stuff as a cleric, and I hated that there was no ranged heal back then. So I would craft like cure moderate wound arrow, like I had crossbow bolts technically, and I would craft those. So I would shoot people and do like 1d4 damage and then heal them. And so sometimes that would knock them unconscious, and then they would get healed. Um, But I'm used to flavoring things funny, but that character was also very serious about her god. So even if stuff like that happened afterwards, she'd be like, "Okay, remember to thank my god for all the healing you got, or you won't get healed next combat." I was mean,
That is something else.
especially when we had a paladin that worshipped a different god, so they would have to thank mine for healing.
Oh my gosh.
I'm bad.
Yeah, I love to see creative stuff like that. So I think that's everything.
You wanna go?
Okay. Sure. Let's see what I can remember. Because I didn't get a chance to write much down. Oh, I'll start with Tyne because I sort of remember this. How dare you to Frogsy? And then I'd already written this down, but once you were talking about how Gorb played dumb with Serenity, but I remember writing it down because I noticed the change in the way he talked after Ashira showed up. That change in personality was interesting. Got my attention. Renedy. Vicious Mockery. I always enjoy that spell or some great one-liners.
I love vicious mockery. I wish I was better at insults.
Yeah, me too. Um, Galen stopping to check on N.
Yeah, I actually wrote that down too.
That was really sweet.
Gotta
Moment.
make sure my boy is alright.
Just needed a
Then
little reminder
N.
to get between the orcs and in.
Yeah.
He got there. Just took a second.
And then N. I don't quite remember exactly what it was, but I think you'd missed like a couple of attacks, and then you got like one really good one, so you stuck around.
Yeah, with the bites.
Yeah, it's interesting to seeing your little open features and attacks coming out, and then just I don't know, seeing how you play with them. It's fun.
Yeah, there are so many different ways that I could attack that it's every turn it's like a struggle deciding how to attack.
You're gonna need to roll a dice just to decide how you attack.
Well, I roll a dice to see who I attack half the time.
Oh no, crit fail. It decides to bite Galen.
Anything else for you, Gravity?
Okay, that's it.
Galen
Alright.
times.
I know it's already been said multiple times, but Serenity's blowing a kiss to heal.
Probably with like my guesses.
I knew when I invited Digit here and she was talking about making a bard, it would be something unique. And I'm glad to see that I wasn't wrong and that it is. And it's refreshing to get something so unique and uh, shows Digit's personality at the same time, which is really fun. But I could also see where uh, I also like the fact that she was glaring at N and intimidating him and succeeded so well.
I could give death glares like no one's business.
I also like the fact that you decided to capture this orc. I think this is the first time the party has captured an enemy on purpose without being told to. It's very unique in my campaigns that a party decides, or even a party member decides to capture someone. Usually they're all about blowing everything up, including cities with orphaned goblins and stuff.
Hey.
They leveled up Friday Night Campaign. They leveled up, I think, 2 levels because they caught a village on fire, and there was or like they were just meant to go there and talk. Well, it was nighttime, and they had a warning shot at them, so they fired back, and yeah, they killed everything in the village, and then caught it on fire. And what was left in the village were a bunch of orphans and one protector that was in this like orphanage place, and the door, like they were too afraid to leave, and when the place caught fire it was gone, so they got, I forget how much XP in the middle of the night they didn't expect. I was like, oh yeah, by the way, you guys got this much XP from what? Oh,
You don't want to know?
but yeah, it's fun and unique to see Srey played the way she is, especially with the death glares and stuff. um And I like that you didn't give up on the bite. Like you missed, but you're like, I'm gonna do it again, and you succeeded. Then I think you succeeded a second time as well, because I know that does give you a little bit of HP back, which I know was useful. And I did beef up that one creature, or that one orc, because I wanted it to be a little bit stronger than the average claws, because it was a guard, making sure no one was coming behind the rest of the pack. And I wasn't planning on you guys fighting a ton of orcs on it. It was just that orc and the other orc, and that was it. But, yeah. The other one was going to fall in the water no matter what. But yeah, I like the fact you just stuck with that bite. You transformed again. There was something else to it. I forget what the heck it was now. And I can't remember. Oh, yeah. When you were rolling before session, you got really good rolls. And you're like, dang. And we were like, yep, there goes your good rolls. And then you're like, yeah, I'm going to get at least 2 nat 1s this session. And then, like, first thing you got one, and you were like, well, there's one of them out of the way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Galen. I like the fact, like everyone else said, you stuck with Ed. But I also like the fact that you played your character tonight where you thought about your wife and you didn't drink because of the mood and the atmosphere and stuff. You were like emotionally exhausted and you were just taking it in, but also taking a breath and trying to
Oh, I forgot to hide all the VC face stuff. Oops, I'm
let
dumb.
the emotions out, not through alcohol, but through just breathing and existing, essentially, and making your way back. Oh, that was the other one for, and I just remembered, following Ashira to the pit with the orc.
Oh yeah, that was deep.
But
My character could not do that.
Galen with his glowy sword, putting it down, shoot, pick it back up, move, put it down, shoot.
If it works.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure Galen's gonna end up with a rope and just tie it around his waist and hold the or tie the sword to it and just touch it. Glow. Even if he gets a lantern or torch and everything else, he's gonna keep that sword glowing.
I just need us to level up so that way I can, because at level 4 I can swap out my fighting style.
Well, we are going to be discussing something after stream, so just sit around for a moment, guys. But just everyone really good RP tonight. It was a really fun session.
I mean,
I
RP is what
know it
I
was a lot
live
of
for.
emotions,
It was.
and
This was a lot darker than I
do
thought.
you guys were thinking, or those who've been the campaign longest, when I was talking about the orc fastings war, it's like you guys would be the ones to finish off, but sometimes the main people in the story that's being told aren't the main heroes in the actual war or whatnot. And being you guys are still fairly, I don't want to say young, inexperienced, it just wouldn't have made sense in the story for having you guys kill the orc leader slash king.
Makes sense to
Even
me.
though I
I thought
had
it would
Shira
build
do
up
it,
to.
it was actually some other half elf that did it, or elf that did it. But I felt like since you already knew Ashira, it'd be wise to have her do it in this campaign.
Oh, that's fun.
But really good RP otherwise. I really enjoyed it. And there's still more to come.
I hope so. You can't just end a war off screen.
Well, this war is essentially over. Yeah, there's still remnants of troops hiding and stuff like that, but it is essentially over.
Well, I meant like, well, that was a great last adventure you had going into the sewer. He's like, more to come.
But that is it. Oh, and one last thing. Chat's favorite moment was the 1 plus 2 equals 4, which I did get from Digits Chat 2 actual sessions ago.
Yeah.
I do pay attention to the chats. I do take notes and write things down and try to implement them. I may miss some because I am watching two chats simultaneously. Uh, but if you guys in chat want to put stuff like that and or have favorite moments yourself, you can put them in chat when we're doing our favorite moments, and at the end I'll read your guys' favorite moments.
Yeah, that was what they were trying to tell me. I was bad at math. And I was having the nightmares about numbers. And barricaded myself in a room.
But yeah, I'm going to raid a good friend of mine. She is still playing Grand Theft Auto RP right now. She's on the server that I'm in. She introduced me to
Okay.
most of the people on that server.
Well,
So
while
I
she
feel it's
raids
only
out,
appropriate that I raid her.
I will
I
join
don't
it
know
in.
if Digits just can go offline or how YouTube works. I don't know.
Yeah, I basically just have to go offline. So, yeah, I am going to end it there.
But
Hope
hopefully all the
everyone has a
viewers
great night.
enjoyed, and we will see you guys hopefully next week on Tuesday.
Yep. That's the hope. So, yeah, I will catch you guys if you come to Twitch on Thursday with Raft. And if not, I'll be here Tuesday. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming, and I will catch you next time.